Well, a new national report shows the U.S. is going through an affordable housing crisis. That resonates with many people around Savannah. Our Alyssa Jackson has reaction from housing advocates who say Savannah is pricing people into poverty.
The nation is experiencing a housing crisis, and prices in Savannah are out of reach. That's according to this year's report from the National Low-Income Housing Coalition. Step Up Savannah, a nonprofit that helps lower-income families, says they aren't surprised.
It is insane.
Alicia Johnson says it's a citywide problem.
And we can actually take maps from 1929 and lay them over the city and see that the same redlined communities who were disenfranchised and marginalized are the ones today that are suffering.
The report points out with minimum wage at $7.25 an hour, someone would have to work 2.5 jobs or 100 hours a week to afford a one-bedroom apartment in Georgia.
People almost feel like I've been sentenced to a life of poverty.
And Johnson says in some areas, the high rent prices just don't add up.
Rent rates and hikes in places that could really, they almost could give it away for free.
She says the housing crisis is a layered issue.
We have an asset poverty rate in our Savannah metro area of about 43% for households of color. That means they have a net worth of zero. They don't own a home. They don't have a savings account, life insurance, 401k, anything that can be transitioned for cash.
Johnson says public transit also plays a big role.
We don't have county-wide transit, and so transit doesn't run to where the jobs are.
And she says generational wealth is less common.
Here in our community, we've passed on persistent generational poverty.
A cycle Johnson says can't be broken without a strategic plan.
And I tell my staff all the time that hope can't just be a warm, fuzzy feeling. Oh, I hope they do better. Oh, I hope the schools get better. Or I hope we have more housing. No, hope has to be a confident expectation of a favorable outcome.
Now, Alicia Johnson also told me if you're struggling, the worst thing you can do is not ask for help. She says there are resources available in the city and in the county. We're going to have some of those on our resources on our website, WTOC.com. Just look for this story.
All right, Alyssa.